Senator Judge Ejercito is recognized. You may proceed, sir. And when you're ready, and you have 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Siguro dagdagan ko na lang din nun. Ito tayo tinatanong na rin yung tungkol doon sa mga paggamit ng mga alias sa ating mga senator judges. No? Dahil alam naman natin na kinakailangan din na lehitimong may pangangailangan na protektahan. No? Dahil nga confidential itong mga information. Sa ilalim ng Joint Circular number 2015-0, paano dapat maprotektahan ang pagkakakilanlan ng mga confidential informant?
Wala pong provision as to that, Your Honor. Kasi yung, wala po namang requirement yung circular as to the, pwede pa ulit po ng tanong, sorry.
Well, yung hindi kasi parang alam naman natin, no, dahil lalo na sa mga intelligence at saka yung mga activities, mga confi, ginagamit yung mga alias na nabanggit nyo rin kanina. Hindi ba pwedeng gamitin na lang halimbawa John Doe, Jane Doe o Juan de la Cruz kasi alam naman natin na binambibilit, reward for information na syempre pinoproteksyonan din natin yung mga pinoproteksyon ng mga agencies yung identity no ng mga informants.
Ang masasabi ko lang po, Your Honor, wala naman pong provision as to the joint circular sa use ng aliases kasi silent po yung joint circular.
So tanggap yun. Halimbawa nakita niyong medyo parang yung mga pangalan mukhang alias lang ay tinatanggap dahil pag intelligence gathering.
We base lang po dun sa document submitted to us. So kung wala pong naka-indicate dun sa document submitted to us na alias po yun, hindi po namin malalaman, Your Honor.
Tapos meron ding dapat may coordination paggamit ng intelligence or confidential fund. May coordination with law enforcement agencies, tama po ba?
Yes po, based on the joint circular po, Your Honor.
So doon po, tanong ko lang po, meron po bang o may nakita po ba kayong naganap na coordination with the agencies, no? Of course, yung PNP, AFP, PDEA at iba pa, NBI na ginawa ang halimbawa OVP in this case sa kanilang paggamit ng confidential funds para sa sinasabi nilang confidential programs.
Based on the documents submitted po sa ICFA, wala po, Your Honor.
Dahil sinasabi ng ng joint circular, kung di ako nagkakamali, na kailangan may proper coordination ang paggamit ng confidential funds with these law enforcement agencies.
Yes po, based po on the joint circular, Your Honor.
Isa ba ito sa mga findings ng COA sa IOM o sa audit observation memo or notice suspension or notice of disallowance na inilabas laban sa OVP, yung walang coordination?
Wala po kaming naging findings about dyan, Your Honor.
Last, Mr. Presiding Officer, doon sa course ng yung audit, Mr. Attorney Wamil, did you see any evidence o may ebidensya ba kayo na si Vice President personally ang tumanggap, ang nakakuha o nagbenepisyo doon sa Confidential Intelligence Fund?
Based on the documents po, wala po, Your Honor. Wala po akong personal knowledge about that po.
So para sa record, for the record, just last point, Mr. Presiding Officer, sa pagkakaroon o kawalan ng ebidensyang nagpakita ng personal na pagtamanggap na kinabang ba ang isang opisyal ng pamahalaan sa pondong bayan ay sapat na? O upang matukoy kung may umiiral na pananagutang administratibo, sibil o kriminal?
Under the joint circular po kasi, since si OBP po, si head of the agency po yung may responsibility to oversee kung paano gamitin yung confidential fund and to ensure yung compliance nila dun sa joint circular, then the, accountable person din po si head of the agency, Your Honor.
So last question, Mr. President. Upang maging malinaw ang inyong testimonya nang sabihin ninyong wala kayong nakitang ebidensya na ang pangalawang Pangulo mismo ang tumanggap, nagpanatili o nakinabang sa confidential intelligence, inilahad lamang ba ninyo ang inyong audit findings at hindi kayo nagbibigay ng legal na konklusyon hinggil sa pagkakaroon ng kawalan ng pananagutan? Is it based on your audit findings or ano lang, legal conclusion hinggil sa pagkakaroon ng liability?
Based po sa audit findings, Your Honor. Kasi nilalagay po namin yung persons accountable dun sa aming ini-issue po.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge JV. Before recognizing Senator Judge Soto, Attorney Wamil, just on the point of Senator Judge Marcos, to clarify, the decision of COA with respect to any appeal is final, is executory but not final even if it is appealed before the Supreme Court, correct?
With respect to the obligation to restitute po, kahit magkaroon ng pendency ng petition for
Attorney
certiorari-
Wamil, listen to the question, please.
Okay
It
po,
is,
Your Honor.
unless a TRO is issued by the Supreme Court, it is executory but the decision is not yet final. Would that be correct?
Yung decision po, final na, Your Honor. Kasi,
Inappeal nga sa Supreme Court, paano magiging final? Ikaw naman. A decision of the COA
executory na po, Your
appealed to
Honor.
the Supreme Court is executory unless a TRO is issued but is not yet final.
Yes po, Your Honor.
That is a correct statement.
Opo.
Thank you. Senator Judge Soto, you are recognized, sir. You may proceed when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Witness. In your testimony, August 3, upon direct examination by the prosecution counsel, you were presented representative samples of selected forms. The question 845 acknowledged receipts, if I remember it right. Correct ba yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
All right. Sinabi nyo na kayo ay gumawa ng observations doon sa mga acknowledgement receipts nito kung saan ilan dito ay pinagagamitan ng confidential funds ay hindi naaayon sa Joint Circular 2015-01. Ngunit may mga acknowledgement receipts according to how I recall it na wala naman kayong observations, ano?
Yes po.
Sapagkat ang pinaggamitan ng pondo ay naaayon sa nasabing circular. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alright. Halimbawa, yung acknowledgement receipt ni Mary Grace Mary Grace Piatos na 70,000 for medicine, walang supporting documents. Kaya gumawa kayo ng observations.
Yes po, Your
Tapos
Honor.
yung doon naman kay acknowledgement receipt ni Janice Marie Revilla, 70,000 at Patty Ting na 150,000. Wala kayong observations. Dahil ang pondo ay ginamit sa purchase of information na pinayagan o allowed ng nasabing circular. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
That's the way I recall it. All right. Okay, now, ito ngayon ang tanong ko. Out of these 845 acknowledgement receipts na pinag-uusapan sa kasong ito, ilan ang nagawa nyo ng observations dahilan sa kawalan ng supporting documents?
Hindi ko na po matiyak kung ilan yung exact number po, Your Honor.
Ilan ng, well, then my next question will not be answered because tatanong ko, ilan yung walang observations?
Pwede ko po pwede po ako mag-refer sa tabulation po, Your Honor.
Please.
You can refer to your tabulation table that was earlier marked. Assisting counsel, can you show him the previously marked evidence pertaining to his tabulation or summary? Assisting counsel for the respondent may also approach, should he so desire.
Your Honor, I'll have to count po since wala pong summary dito.
What do you mean? You have to count the 845.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Wala kang percentage man lang.
Since personal notes ko lang po ito, Your Honor, raw tabulation lang po siya.
So you would not have a... Gano'ng katagal nga abutin niya kung bibilangin mo? Kasi my next question actually would be, magkano ang total noong meron kayong observations? At magkano yung wala?
If the chair may assist, Attorney Wamil, look at your notice of suspension. You may observation ka, I presume, pertains to those rewards, payment of goods and medicines that you made observations to and suggested to be suspended. So I presume it pertains to those ARs.
Yes po, Your Honor, pero amount lang po kasi yung naka-indicate po doon.
And the total is
Sa 845, Mr. Presiding Officer, ilan ang total? Magkano? Magkano yung total? Sa 845.
May I be allowed po to peruse po yung notice of suspension,
you
Your Honor?
may refer to it.
Papayag na kasi ko sa ballpark figure, basta't bigyan mo lang ako ng kasagutan. Anong total nung 845? Ano yun? 125 million?
Out of the 125 million, ilan po?
Your Honor, please.
Let's wait for the witness counsel to answer. He's referring to your marked exhibit, the notice of suspension. I believe it's on the first page, Attorney Wamil.
So first page po, with respect to the payment of rewards po, 59,787,000 pesos po, Your Honor. With other purchases naman po, umabot po siya ng around 15 million pesos, Your Honor.
So ilan yung walang observations? Wala kayong observations.
Bali, ang total po ng may observation namin ay around 75 million pesos po, Your Honor.
75 million sa may observations. So around 50 ang mga walang observations. Ganun ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And all right. So that is for the 125.
Yes po, Your Honor.
I don't have any time anymore. So it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Soto. Senator Judge Lacson may proceed with his interjections when he's ready. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, Attorney Wamil.
Good morning po, Your Honor.
Kindly refresh my memory, no? Kasi ang pagkaalam ko, sa paggamit ng intelligence saka confidential fund, hindi lamang sa pinapayagan o hindi pinagbabawal ang paggamit ng alias, kundi necessity
Yes,
for practical reasons, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And idadivert lang yung totoong tao nasa likod ng mga alias kapag declassified na o tapos na yung tinatawag na confidential or intelligence operations. Tama, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So ang tanong ko, wala ba kayong efforts na alamin kung sino yung mga nasa likod ng mga aliases na sinabit sa inyo?
Since document-based lang po kami, Your Honor, hindi na po. Wala na po kami.
Yan ang susunod yung tanong. Ano? Bakit paper audit lang kayo? Wala kayong physical? Parang bitin yung inyong pagsasagawa ng audit. Kasi paano nyo malalaman kung legitimate yung pumirma doon sa acknowledgement receipts kung hindi nyo inaalam kung meron bang totoong tao na nasa likod noong mga aliases na yon?
Opo. Since what we do po in ICFAO po is compliance audit lang po, Your Honor. So kung ano lang po talaga yung provisions na nasasaad dun sa joint circular, yun lang po talaga yung ginagawa namin, Your Honor.
That brings me to my next point. Baka pwedeng i-recommenda mo na i-amend nyo yung inyong JMC. Kasi parang bitin. No? In fairness to the concerned offices or persons na ino-audit, dapat kumpleto yung due process, hindi ba?
Yes po,
Kasi
Your
kung
Honor.
paper lang, magre-rely lang kayo sa mga submission, hindi nyo inaalam, you don't go further than that, di ba? Anyway, wala ka naman doon sa, hindi ka naman deputy commissioner pa o associate commissioner. So siguro, i-recommend mo na lang na i-amend yung inyong JMC. So my next question is, what would you consider as evidence of success of a particular surveillance operation and or intelligence information gathering activity? Ano yung evidence of success?
Actually, walang specific na documents yung sinasabi ng joint circular, pero nagbe-base po kami dun sa mismong wording po na dapat merong causal link between the successful intelligence or surveillance activities vis-a-vis yung information given by the informer.
Okay. Would an after surveillance report or after intelligence report ng particular na agent, would it suffice para i-consider yung evidence of success? I'm not referring to the entire operation. Kasi kapag nagsagawa ng surveillance, nagsasagawa ng after surveillance report, whether negative or positive, would you consider that as evidence of success?
Katulad po ng sinabi ko, tinitingnan po namin yung causal link. Kung may causal link between the success and the information given by
Yun
the
ang problema kasi bitin nga yung inyong audit. So I would reiterate, i-recommend mo na i-amend ninyo yung inyong circular. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Lacson. Before proceeding to round two, Chair would like to make some interjections. Attorney Wamel, you read the notice of suspension earlier and you gave what amount again? Can you kindly give him a copy? Counsel for prosecutors? Uy, Anika, yun meantime.
Sa payment of rewards po, yung total is 59,787,000 pesos po.
You're referring to page 1 of the December 13 notice of suspension that you prepared.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Can you total it again for me, please, sir?
The payment of rewards po.
I totaled it and your total is wrong. Kindly total the figures that you wrote there.
Yes, sir. It was a typo error po. 69,787,000 pesos.
Ang dami namang nagkamaling numero doon. From 59,787,000, ang tamang total is 69,837,000.
Yes po, Your Honor.
But the figure you mentioned earlier was what was written here. How did you know that it was wrong, a typo, and now you're giving us the correct figures?
Kasi yung 10 million po, Your Honor, hindi na-add dun sa total amount. 10 million po ng payment, reward payment.
Pangalawa po, yung subsequent issuances, binabanggit po 69 million na, pero yung detalye, hindi na po 10.5 million, 10 million na. Ano ba talaga?
Can you repeat your question po, Your Honor? Sorry.
Nakalagay po dyan 10.5 million, 10.05 million. Hindi po ba yung rewards? Yung
Yes
reward
po.
payment? Yung
Yes po.
subsequent documents issued by COA already refer to it as only 10 million. Anong pagkakaiba yun?
What subsequent document po, Your Honor, yung tinutukoy niyo?
I'm referring to the notice of disallowance later on and the documents mentioned also in subsequent articles, in subsequent documents.
Wala na po akong personal knowledge about the notice of disallowance po, Your Honor.
So ba't na-correct yun? Yung 10 million, yung 10.05 naging 10 million na lang. You wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know po, Your Honor.
In relation to the question of Senator Judge Soto, he said how much is the total that were provided for. You gave a total. In relation to the question of Senator Judge Villanueva, ano ba yung pinakaiba? Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you were aware of a notice of disallowance.
Yes po.
How much was the notice of disallowance? Ano yung dinisallow out of the 125?
Sa pagkakalala ko, around 73 million pesos po, Your Honor.
So out of 125 million, 73 million lang yung finally dinisallow ng COA dun sa notice of disallowance. Yung balance, inokay niya.
Ang makakasagot po niya, Your Honor, yung next witness po. Since,
No, if you're familiar with the notices of disallowance, you testified, Attorney Wamil, that AOM, notice of suspension, notice of disallowance. So sa dulo, pag iba na yung amount na nakalagay doon, marami nagtanong kanina, yung dinisallow lang ultimately is only 73.287 million. Posibleng magbago talaga yun, di ba?
yes po, Your Honor.
So yung AOM mo, yung kabuuan ng 125, yung AOM mo pangalawa, kabuuan ng 125, yung notice of disallowance mo, ay notice of suspension mo kabuuan ng 125 pero posibleng iba na ang amount ng notice of disallowance rather.
Yes po, depending on the evaluation po kasi yun nung nag-audit po.
Now, one final question for this round as well. Let's focus on the failure to liquidate and notice of demand. Yung AUM po ba may failure to liquidate na at notice of demand na, wala pa? I'm citing paragraph 8.3 of the IJMC.
Kapag AOM po kasi,
Yes or no?
wala pa po. Yun po, yung AOM po kasi yung parang kinukonsider namin as demand po, Your Honor.
So, saan po nakalagay sa AUM na may demand kayo?
Kasi ni-require po namin sila na to comply with the submission po of the documents.
Attorney Wamil, there is a big difference because your notice of suspension, does it include a demand?
Pardon, Your Honor.
Does the notice of suspension include a demand to pay?
Wala pa po, Your Honor.
Isn't it correct na nandun lang sa notice of disallowance yun?
Based on the joint circular po, doon
Yes.
po ni-require po na mag-restitute.
Sa notice of disallowance na.
Yes. po.
Wala sa AUM, walang demand sa notice of suspension, sa notice of disallowance.
The demand to pay po, yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
So, when will the presumption come in? Under paragraph 8.3. Kung wala pang failure to liquidate, dahil hindi pa final, kung wala pa yung demand until notice of disallowance na hindi pa final, kailan po papasok yung presumption o prima facie dun sa 8.3?
Ang wording po kasi nung 8.3, Your Honor, failure to liquidate. So failure, kasama po doon yung failure to submit the documents. Hindi po kasama yung failure to pay kung ano man po yung dinedemand.
Nakalagay po doon, failure to liquidate upon demand.
Yes po. So ang sinasabi po doon ay isubmit yung complete documents with the ICPAW.
So, pag hiningi nyo at hindi pa nasasubmit, failure na yun sa palagay mo?
Yes sir, kasi ang sabi lang naman po is upon demand, na hindi sila nakapag-liquidate po.
That is your interpretation, sir, correct? That is not found in the GMC.
Ang binibase ko lang po doon sa provision po ng GMC, Your Honor.
Sa interpretation mo nga ng GMC.
Yes po, Your Honor.
To avail of round 2, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Thank you, Attorney Wamil. To avail of round 2, Senator Judge